All right. Ooh, it's a lot better. What's up? Just woke up in the middle of the night. Oh, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good night. We woke up in the middle of the night. It's a little wet outside, a little rainy, and we got cold, so we woke up. So we started a generator, and we're just chilling right now. So just want to say what's up. Do a little hangout. So yeah, we're just chilling. Hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone's chilling themselves. This is uh this is for all the insomniacs out there. I'm awake, baby. I took a nap. I'm awake. It's raining out there a little bit. Getting some wet weather. Ooh. Yeah, get some heat. We just gotta layer up. Put on some more clothes. You know. Yeah. Electric blanket would be a good idea. But I think winter's almost over though, so might just tough it out for a little bit for another month. Oh yeah, I gotta have your socks on, Miss G. That's right. I'll tell you what. For some reason, if you don't have the socks on, you tend to get a lot colder. So having your socks on actually helps out at night. Sleeping. Hell yeah. Stupid late. Hello, Kiwana. How are you? Hope all is good. Miss Judy. Yeah, that's not good. I saw that Megan was having a bad day. I think Miss Judy may have passed away. I'm not sure, but I've seen Miss Judy, Judy VT. I've seen her around in a few different like Kylie Rodney chat rooms and stuff. Yeah, she was. I don't know too much about Miss Judy. I've had interactions with her, like hellos, and she always stood up for those that she loved, though. I remember that about Miss Judy. She always stood up for people that she cared about. So that's crazy. That's sad. So have a moment of silence for Miss Judy. Pray for her family. Amen. All right. So here's a little something funny. I've been watching UFO videos and stuff. Yeah. I got my tinfoil hat on. Got my conspiracy theory hat on. But yeah. No, but I wasn't really watching like alien type of stuff, the Green Man, the Greys, or the reptilians. I wasn't watching any of that stuff. The types of UFO videos that I was watching was more military related. They were stories from ex-fighter pilots And I was just listening to their stories because it seems like fighter pilots and pilots in general see a lot of weird stuff in the skies. So I just kind of went down that rabbit hole, and I started watching some of the command officers from these F-18 fighter pilot jets and stuff, and a couple of the guys were there at the government alien UFO debriefing thing that was on national, that was televised nationally or whatever. Anyways, I kind of researched some of those guys in particular, and I think it was Commander David Frosch. He was the fighter pilot, the Navy fighter pilot that actually engaged with a UFO off the coast of California, Mexico area. It's called the Tic Tac video. That dude's savage. That dude actually, not only did he fly out there and observe the Tic Tac shaped UFO, but this dude actually started like chasing it. Like he wanted more. He wanted some more action. And I'm just like, dude, I'm like, wow, like not only are you out there flying in the jet, hundreds of miles an hour above the ocean, but you want to engage with alien contact. You were freaking crazy, bro. But you know what? That's why you're a fighter pilot and I'm not. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. Just but yeah. Hey, Kawana, all right, this thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah, Kawana, I'm sorry. This might not be for you. I'm just a bum. Seriously, I don't do anything. Nothing exciting goes on over here. So if you're looking for excitement, you might not find any over here. So if you're bored, I don't blame you for leaving. But anyways, so yeah, we don't do anything around here. We just do. I'm a bum. I'm homeless. So what is there for me to do? Uh, I like to fight against the government. I don't believe in the government. So this is why I choose to live this lifestyle. I don't believe in me being a slave, and working for other people's benefits, and to have money taken away from me from the government for what? For somebody else's vacationals, or spending, It's stupid. It's just like, what's my money really going for? Who's really controlling this shit? It ain't the people. And what's funny is that I don't know why people aren't doing shit like January 6th. Why aren't there more raids going on to people's homes, that are these nasty people in government, but that's a whole nother rant. But I don't understand. There's more of us than there are government officials. So why aren't we taking over? I don't understand why isn't more raiding? Why isn't the people of the American citizen going out and doing more of these raids? I don't understand that there's more of us than them. What don't you guys understand? You can't go in there with guns and stuff because they have the military. But what you can't go in there is more people. They can't stop us all. But if you guys are okay with just watching America burn down, and if you guys are okay, then fuck it. I'm okay with it too. I mean, I'm only one person. I'm just a homeless bum. So there's not much I can do, It's going to take an army of people, a lot of people. But anyways, yeah. You know what? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, Kawana. I think they're all crooked politicians. They're all crooked. It doesn't matter which way you vote. America's burning. America's dying. I mean, you see the floodgates are open right now. They're letting in a bunch of illegal aliens just for more voting purposes, for their own benefit. So it's like, what's really going on? And you saw what happened last election. I mean, voting was pretty much just faked, So it's just like, what are we really doing here, you guys? Who's the puppets and who's the puppeteer? So it's whatever. I don't even really try to get into it. Like I said, there's nothing that I can do about it, except just watch America burn to the ground. If I had a transmission in my truck, I would drive down there to the border itself. I would go out and buy a welder, and I would start welding the fucking fence myself. So then that prevents people from coming in these little holes. I would take metal with me, grinders, welders, and start welding that fence up and patching up all the holes. That's what I would do. You know, I would also just do whatever it takes, go out there and actually hold people back, you know, tell them, no, 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 you can't come through here. Turn your ass around. I would actually go out there and tell people to turn around. I'm not for this shit at all. So it gets me fired up. We just can't have people just walking into our country like this with their. I mean, we saw what happened in New York. You know, we saw what happened in New York. And everyone thinks it's cool. Everything. So it's just like, hey, if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it because I can't do anything about it. I'll just watch you guys burn America down. America, rest in peace, baby. You ain't the same. You ain't 1960s America anymore. You some hood rat America now. Yeah. 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 I don't know. I think that that's a crazy topic right there. It's something that I'm it's not that I'm not interested in. It's just I don't really like talking about it because what am I going to do about it? I have no financial power. I have no influence. I have no government. I'm not a government official or anything that can muscle my way and get what I want, make my voice heard or anything. So I'm just a peasant, man. I'm just a peasant. I'm just a slave to the government, But fuck that. That's why I'm homeless. So I'm not a slave. I'm just a bum. I'm just a piece of shit. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm not for the government, dude. So I just choose to live like a bum. I choose not to have a family. I choose not to have a girlfriend. I choose not to have kids. I don't want to work, So it's just me. I just don't feel like the American citizen is being treated like an American citizen. And this is why I choose to live the lifestyle that I live, is because I'm not being, I don't even feel like an American citizen. I just feel like a slave in America, So it's just like, man, I'm always working for somebody else. Fuck that, Fuck that, man. I'd rather have nothing than have something but be, tied down. It's just like, man, why do I want to go out and rent a room from somebody so I'm helping somebody else pay their mortgage? Why do I want to go out and get roommates with somebody if they're going to be all slobs and not clean up after themselves, but make me clean up after them because they put more money into the payment, or the financial side? Fuck you, It's your fucking mess, bitch. I don't care how much you're paying more than me a month, motherfucker. It's your fucking mess. You clean up after yourself, you grown ass fucking adult. You sloppy ass motherfucker. That's why I don't like living with people. They're disgusting. They fucking like to point the finger and make you fucking do shit that they can't even accept liability themselves. They can't hold accountability. That's just like, fuck you. Why do I even want to be around you? Why do I even want friends? People can't even fucking hold accountability now. It's just easier to point the finger at somebody else and blame them, or make you look innocent, make themselves look like the victims. It's just like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of your fake ass shit. Anyways, I'm trying to be happy and positive. I'm not trying to stay in my own lane. I don't like that shit. It's all, like I said, it all circles back. It's out of my control. I can't do anything about it. Fucking just watch America burn. I'm over trying to fucking be that fucking American citizen. Oh, fuck American land. No, it's fucked. We're a third world country, and if you don't see it now, then fuck, you better open up your eyes until we fucking actually get some shit done. Fucking the first thing is start kicking these motherfuckers back the fuck out. Shit, putting them on buses and instead of sending them to fucking New York or Los Angeles, send them motherfuckers back to Colombia and shit. Motherfucker, we don't need them out here. But yeah. Woo! Woo! See, I think Kawana she's too I'm not even gonna say what I really feel. This chick's just taking everything out of context. She thinks I'm talking to her, and she's getting crazy. Now she's asking me a bunch of weird questions and stuff. It's like, yo, girl, I'm not even fucking with you. So you can either enjoy yourself or not. Like, I ain't trying to please you. I'm not even talking to you. I'm just expressing my feelings. You want to know who am I? Like, who am I? What am like? I'm trying to express to you why I am a bum and who I am and why I think the way I think. And you're over here saying that I'm attacking you. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. You are a type of person that takes shit out of context. I'm done with you. Yeah, see you later. I ain't fucking with that kind of bullshit. If you can't fucking understand what I'm saying and you push the limit and you're trying to irritate me and you're trying to it's as simple as this. I hit this triple button over here and I can just delete your ass, That's as simple as that. I just get you out of here. You want to play your game? Then play your game. But you ain't gonna play your fucking game here, bitch. I don't fucking put up with people like you at all. Because all I got to do is hit that delete button and you're out of my life. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's mathematics, bitch. I just subtract your ass or I subtract myself out of the equation and then life's fucking perfect. God, dude, people take shit out of context and just, they fucking freak out. Bitch. God damn. Thinks I'm fucking tripping off her. I'm a bum, bitch. Oh, man. What else is going on? Fucking generators running tip top, baby. Running tip top. About to get my smoke on. Miss G. Dude, you can't let them get to you, Miss G. Don't, dude. No. It's just whatever. One thing I haven't heard tonight during this while it's raining outside or it's kind of sprinkling now is any coyotes. Usually in cold weather, more so wet weather, a lot of coyotes they start to travel. Because a lot of coyotes, you guys probably aren't aware, they don't have a home. They don't always have a cave to sleep in. A lot of coyotes just sleep on the ground in a bush, or just straight up, exposed. So what you get is, obviously they're nocturnal. Most of the time they're nocturnal. But you get them traveling a lot in packs and at night. And when it gets wet like this and cold, oh man, usually there's a lot of them. They're out there yipping, yapping, and just and run. It's crazy when you get a pack of like 10 or 15 coyotes running through the desert, all yipping and yapping at each other. That's pretty scary because then it's just like, oh my God, are they going to surround me? Like, is this going to turn into some like wolf type of scenario, where it's just a pack of dogs and just me and my little buddy boy, but you actually, there's been a couple times that we've ran out there and we've chased them out of here. So you can't be scared of a coyote, but we've seen coyotes as big as mountain lions. We've seen a couple of them. I guess a mountain lion comes in different sizes. I guess the best way to perspect it is a bull mastiff. The type of dog that you see in the movie The Sandlot, the little baseball movie for kids. They had a big dog in that movie, like a bull mastiff. I think they're an English mastiff or whatever. That's about the size of some of these coyotes out here. They're pretty big, but a lot of them, they're all skittish. There are a lot of coyotes that are just really non-aggressive. They're really afraid of human interaction. But then you get some of these big alpha males, they don't give a fuck. They'll stand their ground and stuff, but for the most part, they're all real skittish coyotes. I heard that in some parts of the country, some coyotes are more aggressive than others, and I think that might just be like a territorial thing or something, a regional thing. Seems like a lot of coyotes out here on the west, they're all skittish. But yeah, a weird thing is that there's people out here in the desert because we have a lot of wild game, a lot of wild animals. The wild horses are more like in Arizona, like northern Arizona. You get wild horses out there and stuff. Literally wild horses running around. Where I'm more at, we get more like coyotes, rams. You get full bullhead rams, with the horns and everything running around. What else do we get? Mountain lions, like as far as game. The point I'm trying to make is that there's been some illegal activity going on out here in the desert. There are people that are hunters, but they do it illegally. There's people out here that are actually they got caught. They are doing illegal big game hunting. So what it is, it's basically a group of dudes, and I think there was like 8 of them, 8 or 10 of these guys, and they would have their own hunting competitions illegally. They would just beat a group of fucking people with guns and be like, okay, you get 2 days or you have all day today to go out and kill as many animals as you can and take pictures of it. And so what ended up happening, these guys would have these illegal big game tournaments and stuff. And they were killing all the wildlife out here in this little general area. A lot of coyotes. They found over 150 dead coyotes just piled up out here in the desert in a remote location. And I guess one of the big game hunters that was involved, and he ended up ratting out. He snitched on everybody. He's like, yeah, this is what's going on. There's big game hunters out there that are doing it illegally. They're killing all your coyotes. They're killing your bighorn sheep. And a lot of them aren't even eating the meat. They're not like taking the fur. They're not using anything, It's just like they're just fucking shooting them, just shooting them. It's just like, you guys are fucking retarded. And it's like, why are you guys doing that shit? You guys aren't thinking. So, needless to say, that was pretty crazy. That was crazy. That happened last summer. I read about that in a paper, in the local paper, and I didn't, I thought about that shit. I was like, man, that'd be kind of crazy to go out here and shoot some of these wild animals and stuff, and actually eat it though. Just don't shoot it to shoot it, but actually eat it, And because you can legally kill coyotes and eat them, you can legally kill and shoot bighorn sheep and kill them in the state of Nevada, and in Arizona, parts of it and stuff. But in Nevada, you can kill coyotes and eat them and stuff, and sheep. I don't think you can do that in California, but yeah, so it's not like it's bad killing a coyote or anything. It's just don't kill the coyote just to kill a coyote, At least eat it or use the fur, do something with it. Make like a mantle or something out of the skull or something, a candle, make like a candle holder out of the skull. Make something fucking cool, just don't kill it to kill it just because you want to show how big your dick is to your friends. You're an idiot, dude. Just a fucking idiot, dude. Yeah. No, it's not a sport. It's just a dick measuring contest. That's all it is to these people. That's the same thing with those billionaires, how they go out to those African safari trips and they shoot elephants and stuff. It's like, why? It's just like, oh, they can have another one on their mantle, It's just like, whatever, dude. It's just a loser with money and a small dick. That's what that is right there. That's all that is, man. Just fucking guy in their fucking their head. They think that this is cool. It's like, you're a fucking loser. Anyways, if anyone's a fucking loser, it's me. In society's eyes. But I don't see myself like that at all. I think that society's the one that's got it all twisted. Hell, I ain't the slave, I don't allow the government to take money away from me. Fuck the government. They got fucking millions and billions of fucking dollars. They need to fucking figure it out themselves, motherfuckers. It's like, there should be a cap on how much money you should be able to make legally to make everything fucking, not so crazy. I think that you should only be allowed to make like $100,000 a year at most. Put a cap on that, so there won't be no greedy motherfuckers out there. That'll take a lot of the bullshit away if you put a cap on how much you're legally allowed to make per year. And also put a legal limit on your IQ level and how much your financial situation is in order to even have children. I don't think fucking people should be going out there having kids just because they can go out there and have kids. It's just like, we've already got enough dummies out there walking around, you know. It's just like we don't need to add more dummies to the box, you know. It's just like Jesus Christ. Some people, man, oh, it's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off to have kids. Now you're in a divorce and you owe the chick and the government money. You're an idiot, bro. All for that fucking little nut of yours. You know, fucking retard. Man, it's crazy. I don't know, man. Sometimes I kind of wish that the aliens would just come down and just fucking freak everybody out. You know, I think that would put a lot of problems aside, and we'll just have one main problem. That'll be the alien problem. You know, from outer space. You know, the only other thing is to say, fuck it, let's just go to war. Let's get it over with. You know, let's just have a civil war. Let's just start fucking knocking people off. You know, it's just we're in a shift right now. It's just like, let's hurry up and pivot. Let's get this bitch moving. Let's pivot. Let's fucking get whatever we gotta do to get over it, and let's just fucking move on and try and fucking rebirth America. You know, it's just we're in this weird time. It's just like we can't get over this fucking hump. You know, it's just like get the fuck out of here. You know. What's up, Claire Bear? Yeah, you're right. What's up, girl? Oh, you missed it. Some girl came in here. She's like, who are you? I'm just like, I'm a bum, yo. And she started asking a bunch of crazy questions. It's like, yo, not everyone thinks like you, girl. You know what I'm saying? And then she got mad because she thought I was talking to her. But it's like, I'm just answering your questions. You know, I'm not really talking to you. I'm talking as a whole. You know, Anna Bean. What a do. Yeah, Stephen Greer. Yeah, that's another one. The Mikakio Pikachu or something like that. The Pikachu guy. Mikakio Pikachu. Let's call him Mikakio Pikachu. The Chinese guy. Yeah, he's a smart guy too. Yeah, Stephen Greer. I like David Grouch. I like all the three guys. I like the at the government UFO hearing. I like the fucking fighter pilots. David Frosch, Commander David Frosch. I like him, and then David Grush, the other guy, and then there was Ryan. Ryan was the East Coast fighter pilot, and then David Grush was the CIA intelligence officer, and then David Frosch was the F-18 fighter pilot that was off the coast of Mexico, California. That actually engaged in contact with the Tic Tac Toe. Yeah. Hearing his story just still blows my mind away. It's just like, dude. Not only did you go over there to check it out, but you actually engaged. Like, this dude's like, yeah, I engaged into it. I actually started chasing it. I'm just like, yo, bro, you're going to get blown up by a laser beam or something, you know, chasing UFOs and shit in a little fighter jet. Yeah. No, Stephen Greer made that other thing. He made Acknowledged or whatever. It's like a YouTube UFO thing. But out of all the UFO freaks out there, I think my number one guy that isn't even a UFO freak, but he's the one that broke down the wall. My guy, Mr. Bob Lazar. Woo! That's my guy. Bob Lazar. That dude, I believe Bob Lazar, man. He ain't even a UFO nut. He ain't no whack job from, left field. He's just a physicist, man. He's just a scientist. And this dude's all like, I saw some shit at Area 51. But yeah, I believe that guy. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's not Asian. But no, Mikakio, the Pikachu guy. Yeah, Mikakio Pikachu guy. Yeah. He's not Asian, huh? He sure looks Asian. What is he then? Right. Yeah, well, a lot of people try to discredit Bob. And you know what? You got to be careful because that's a false narrative. It's just like Bob's got the same story for the last 30 years. Nothing's changed except time. And you're going to try it. People can't even tell a lie from 30 minutes ago. They can't even keep the same lie. This dude's got the same story for over 30 years. It's like, bro ain't lying. His story's too dialed, like shit for 30 years. And every story is the same story he tells everybody. Shit. David Icke. Never heard the guy. Who's David Icke? Yeah, poor Bob. You know, Bob actually lost he lost his marriage because of that shit. His wife ended up cheating on Bob because Bob was always out in the middle of the night at Area 51. It'd be like 11 o'clock at night. Bob's at home with his wife. They're in bed. The phone rings. Bob, you got to get to McCarran Airport. You got to get on the Janet airplane. You need to come down to Area S4 right now. We'll see you in 2 hours. He's like, babe, it's 11 o'clock. I got to go. And he can't tell her where she's going. So she's thinking that he's leaving in the middle of the night and having sex, having an affair with some other woman, when he's really being a scientist on some alien shit. So he finds out through his boss at Area 51 because they wiretapped his whole house and everything. And they tell Bob, hey, Bob, your wife's having an affair with you on you because she thinks that you're out having a affair yourself. And Bob ends up losing his job because they don't think that he's mentally capable of working under those conditions. So they fire Bob. Bob's just like, fuck, there's so much I know out there that's going on. These UFOs are taking off Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and my wife thinks I'm having an affair with her. So Bob grabs him and his buddies, and he's trying to save his marriage with his ex-wife, Tracy. He gets them all together in an RV, drives them out to the middle of the desert, and has a UFO party to try and save his marriage and to try and let his buddies know he's not the crazy guy. And one of his buddies ends up being John fucking Lear. John fucking Lear. The son of the Learjet creator. This dude is so smart and such a good aircraft pilot and has a lot of intel and stuff about some of the weird shit going out there. John Lear's a savage himself, and he's more of a UFO nut than Bob Lazar. And everyone thinks that Bob Lazar is a UFO nut, but he's really not. He's like far from it, actually. But anyways, he's buddies with fucking John Lear. It's just crazy. So yeah, they all go out there and have the UFO parties in a fucking RV. Bob's trying to save his marriage and brings out his wife to the desert. Lo and behold, they see the aircraft, all the weird shit flying around, but then they also see the army guys. And they say that they tell one story they were out there and they didn't know that the army guys were spying on them until one of the army guys drops their night vision goggles and it starts rolling on the ground, and they look up and they're like, oh shit. Yeah, so they got popped, they got busted, but yeah, it's funny. So I was like, dang, man. But imagine going out there, man. Jeez. I think I see some lights out here, in the desert and stuff sometimes. It's weird. Because there's no light pollution out here in the middle of the desert. So you see the stars all the time, and you see moving objects and stuff. And the first thing I look for when I see a moving object is lights, blinking lights for a plane. And the second thing is I don't see blinking lights, and the second thing is okay, how much of a straight line is this thing going in? Is it making any erratic moves? If it's going in a straight line and it's not blinking, like there's no flashing lights, usually it's a satellite, in outer space. Like sometimes it's one of them satellites that Elon Musk puts out, them Starlink satellites, and they're low orbit. So you can see satellites flying around and stuff, and you might think that's an alien because you see this ball of light, this orb, flying, but it's not flashing or anything, but it maintains a straight trajectory path. It does not make any random movements. Those are satellites. Those, you can see the satellites flying around, but it's the ones that start zigzagging and stuff that are just shoot across the sky, and it's weird. My stream. Hey, you know what's about crazy about Arizona, Anna Bean, is that I think it was 1996. The Phoenix Lights. Um, I remember I went to my motorcycle school in Phoenix, Arizona, MMI, and I was talking to a couple girls that I was seeing at the time, and I remember asking both of them if they remember the Phoenix Lights growing up and stuff, and they both said no. But I was really surprised because like the Phoenix Lights is a big deal, you know. A lot of people remember that stuff, but I guess apparently they were too young or something. Yeah, see, you know what's up. I'm hunching over because I'm trying to read the comments and stuff. Like, I'm like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah. The water's coming back down. The rain's back again. So I'll show the videos on it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, that's why it's just like, let's just bring the aliens, man. Let's just change everyone's, thought process on how they treat each other, you know? Who knows, the government fears that the alien invasion is going to scare humans, but it might bring humans together. Some people might wake up and realize that the human race needs to bond together instead of fight one another. So, maybe I'm in hopes that if the aliens decide to come down, that the humans would band together instead of fight against one another and realize that we need each other as a human race because there's alien races out there. You know what I'm saying? But to each, fuck it. If people are okay with burning up the fucking world and burning down America, well then fuck it, whatever. I'm just gonna sit back and have a margarita and smoke some marijuana. Yeah. But yeah, so man. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm on. I call it daylight hours. I'm on not daylight savings time. None of that. I'm just saying I'm on daylight time. It's weird. Like when the sun's up, I'm up. When the sun's down, I'm down. It's just like man. Sometimes that sun will be down at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and I'm out 6, 7, 7 or 8 o'clock, man. It's crazy. And it's just like, man, then I'll wake up at midnight, get 4 hours of sleep. And then it's just like, oh, it's midnight. Shit, awake. Sucks sometimes. But yeah, so we're going to do the damn thing right now. We are going to do some of this. It's called Alien Labs. It's called the Space Face. We're going to get motivated. We're going to expand our mind a little bit and calm us down. We're going to try and bring down the excitement level. We're going to try and bring down, the, I guess, aggression. People think I'm aggressive. Yeah, whatever. We're just going to chill the nerves. Yeah, it's a cartridge. It's a the type of cartridge it is. It's a live. It's live resin. So it's a cartridge, and then it's a live resin type of cartridge. It's not a distillate. So it's actually a heavier, more potent type of cartridge. And it's not a sativa. It's not a hybrid. It's straight indica, which is my favorite. And then the name of it's called Space Face. So it's a indica. It's a live resin indica, and it does the job. I mean, the sativa and the hybrid stuff I don't really enjoy because it's too much of an upper and not a downer. So I'm already kind of like an excited person. Like, I don't need sativa or anything to keep that excitement or keep that energy level up. Like, it's weird. There's like a gene inside of me, or there's a chemical thing inside of me that already has that energy, like a natural state. I guess you would say it'd be almost like my endorphins or something, or just like naturally more. They produce more than possibly other people because I always feel like I always have that little bit of extra energy and stuff. So that's why it's like I really don't like the sativa or the indica or the hybrids because they don't do much for me at all. The indica actually gets the job done. It actually shuts down my brain, calms me down mentally and physically. It just doesn't make me on edge, if that makes sense. And I smoke that instead of drinking the alcohol to kind of to bring me down off quote unquote life's edge or whatever, the stresses of life. So instead of using alcohol as a crutch to do that, and alcohol I feel is worse for me as a person because of a chemical imbalance and stuff. So I've actually have been able to transition in a sense and kind of replace the alcohol with the marijuana. And then now I look at alcohol as a privilege instead of a right because alcohol affects me differently. So just like marijuana affects people differently. Marijuana is not for everybody, but marijuana is better for me than the alcohol is better for me, so that's why it's marijuana over the alcohol for me. And I have to look at alcohol and I have to treat it differently. So I look at it as alcohol as a privilege instead of just a right. So whenever I take a beer, whenever I drink, I always make sure the first thing I do is I ask myself am I mentally in the right state of mind to be having an alcohol beverage? And that's the first question I always ask myself before I have beer. Now that I'm older and everything, because like I said, I've changed my thought process on how I look at it and everything. So that's helped me out a lot. It's by how I look at it now. And I don't use it as a crutch. I don't use it to take off the edge anymore. I just use the marijuana, and the marijuana keeps me level-headed still, lets me at least be able to think more realistically instead of thinking rationally and too quick in the moment, in a sense, without thinking longevity, without thinking, big picture. So that allows me to do that. And with with the alcohol, it's just more like, hey, what kind of a state of mind are you in? Can you enjoy yourself? And if I'm upset, if I'm in a situation where it's like, nah, if I even have to even just pause, then it's a no. So but yeah, I don't say anything. I look at it as alcohol as a drug. Some people, obviously people don't, and it's not a drug, but it just seems like that the side effects, and if you look at it at a big picture, there are more problems with the alcohol than there is with the marijuana. I mean, they don't have fucking classes or meetings for, Marijuana Anonymous. There's no Marijuana Anonymous. There's an Alcoholics Anonymous. There's a Narcotics Anonymous, but I've never heard of a Marijuana Anonymous. See, and that's the mainstream. That's the brainwashing. That's the psyops and everything. That's part of the world that they want you to live in. They want you to look at this as bad when it's really not bad, and they want you to look at this as good when it's really not good for you. It's all brainwashing. It's all a bunch of bullshit. So, I have to look at it differently. It's like, no, that is bad for me. Are you, and just I have to talk to myself like a fucking child. essentially. But whatever works, to each their own. Everybody's different. But yeah, I'm not against it. I still use it. You know, but in a different way almost. This cushion, red box, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Fucking Miss G. Um, I hope you're doing better today, Miss G. Sincerely. Um, I know you weren't too hot the other night, so I just wanted to take this moment and let you know that I was thinking about you, and I really hope that you're doing better today. So, but anyways, yeah, I went, yeah, I went into Megan Cole's chat the other night, and I stopped by and I told her, hello, and I told her I hope that she's doing good, and I was just being positive, and I threw her off guard. I threw Megan off guard. She wasn't expecting me to just even say something like that. And then all her goons were like, "Oh, some fake bullshit. Get what the hell?" They're all. I started dying laughing, but yeah, I threw Megan Cole off the other night. I told I wished her the best, and I was like, "I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you around." But I sincerely, it was all genuine. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she thought I was faking shit, and all her goons thought I was fake. But no, I was being genuine because it's like, she's still a fucking human being, regardless of her personal life and fucking all that other bullshit. She's still a human being, She bleeds red. She's got 10 fingers, 10 toes. She's a human being, So it's just like, hey, you know what? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you later. Just fucking just threw her for a loop. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Big Booty Judy just passed away. That's whenever I would go in her chat room, I was like, "Oh, what's up, Miss Big Booty Judy?" I always call her. That's my. But see, and then people would get mad. They would get mad that I would joke around. I would say, "Oh, it's Big Booty Judy," But then they would say it sometimes too. But no, that was my interaction with Miss Judy. But I've seen her in a few different chats and stuff. And my my what my thoughts on Miss Judy is that she's a kind-hearted person. She had a big heart, and she looked at you as just a human being. She was cool with everybody. She didn't. You know, she always believed in her heart. She stuck with her heart, and she always gave everybody a chance. She treated you how you wanted to be treated. That's my thoughts on how I saw it, and that's and I judge that off of how she talked to other people in the chat room. That's what I'm basing it off of, and what I saw, in her actions. So I just saw a good human. Yeah, she Miss G, you know what's up? And every time I go into Megan Cole's chat room, I was like, "What's up, Big Booty Judy?" Yeah, yeah, they got all sorts of man. Yep, yeah. But overall, she was great. She was always a big-hearted person. Always a big-hearted person. No, exactly. Well, eh, yeah. That's exactly. That's exactly. Yep. Her Megan Cole lost somebody that she can trust. Megan Cole lost somebody she can trust in the internet world. In the internet world, she lost a big player. Megan Cole lost a big player. It's sad, but mm. Yeah. Yeah. So the other day, I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across SpaceX, and they're about to do a rocket launch, but it wasn't a normal rocket launch. It was like with astronauts, so it was like a special rocket launch. And I couldn't believe that this is what astronauts do. It's kind of like a superstition. It's a superstition that these astronauts do. And they got it from back in the day, I guess, like from the 60s or 70s. And what these guys do, they play cards in their spacesuits before they go in the rocket to shoot off. They'll have a dealer, but it's like a NASA guy. You know, it's like having Bob Lazar, and Bob Lazar's you're gonna be your dealer, and he's passing you the space cadets, the space knots. Here's your cards, and it's just like they start playing cards. Now, the card game that they're supposedly playing, it's not blackjack, it's not a gambling game, it's kind of like high or low in a sense. It's just like whoever has the lowest hand or the lowest number out of everyone that's got their card dealt to them is, they consider, they lost that round or whatever. And the idea is that they got to get the captain to lose. So they keep playing the game until the captain loses, and that's the superstition. Is that they play this game? It's basically high or low. The lowest card is the loser, and then they play it until the captain loses. And I guess there's been one time that they played that game for like an hour straight, and they almost had to stop the countdown clock because they didn't want to break the superstition. So they actually were contemplating that if this game does not stop in the next 10 minutes, we have to stop the countdown clock because these astronauts are still playing their freaking card game. I started laughing so hard thinking about that. And when I saw that and thinking about it, so I was like, wow, shit's crazy, Superstitions, man. So, there's the things that they make people do. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't have any superstitions. Um, it's the one time I would say I did was when I used to race my motorcycle, and I would just be on the starting gate, and then my superstition routine was I would like just pray to God and be like, "Hey God, just keep me safe. I love you. Amen." And then I would put on my goggles, and then that was like my routine. And then my head would go down, and then I would be in the zone. That's the only time I really have ever been superstitious, and the reason why is because of safety. It's just like, man, I can die. Seriously, I can die on this thing today. Today could be my day. I could go die. But you know what? I'm gonna die on my motorcycle. I'm die on my dirt bike. I'm gonna be happy when I die. But that was the only time I've been superstitious, and anything like outside of that, it's just like I don't believe in superstition. Really, outside of that, and I don't know if it's because you know my life is doesn't. I don't have as many near death experiences in my normal life than I did on the racetrack, in a sense. So I think I was more scared, like, wow, I just dodged a good one right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that in my day to day life as much as I did when I was on the racetrack. So I guess, I was just like, well, this is it. I love you, God. Look out after me. And then put the goggles on. But that was it, man. Yeah. But the people do some weird shit. People do, wear certain colors and stuff, put on clothes a certain way. People do some crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, okay. So Miss G says, "What if someone other than the pilot wins?" Uh, they just keep playing the game until the captain loses. It's just they just keep doing it until the captain loses. Oh, right? Yeah. No, of course she wasn't alone. Come on, Kylie. She was already passed, man. Of course she wasn't alone. Yeah. Wow. Miss G is starting to turn into an investigator. That is right, Miss G. Miss G, we're gonna have to get you a little monocle, and a little monocle, a hat. Miss G, the investigator. Miss G is hot on the trail. That's right. She's sniff out that crime. That's right, Miss G. She's the honey badger, baby. That's what's up. That's crazy. I just feel I just feel so bad for Kylie because it seems like she didn't have really, a it didn't really seem like she had a real mom, and it seemed like her dad was just there, but not there as a dad, but just there, as a dad. It's kind of weird how I'm saying that. I think he could have done a better job as a father. She definitely was a bad mother, and then she definitely didn't have any real friends. And that's where I feel sorry for Kylie, and that's where my heart breaks down for that little girl. It's just like, man, she had shitty family people, and then she had shitty friends. I felt so bad. It's just like, fuck, man, no one fucking cares about that little girl. Not one person fucking cares. It's like there's more people on the internet that care about this girl that they don't even know than the people that knew her. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Fuck, man. I don't know. All right. This weed has been kicking in, which is good. They sure did. They sure did. Yeah, there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of red flags right there. But all right, this indica's starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel sleepy again. Now that I'm all warmed up, I'm gonna go back to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll do another stream, and I'll keep it real. And if Kwana's out there watching, or if any one of her girlfriends are watching anything, my bad. I'm sorry, and I mean that all with all sincerity. My bad. I'm sorry if I was being aggressive towards you. So I wasn't, but my aggression wasn't towards you, Kwana. It was towards society in a general, as a whole. So I apologize if you feel like I was directly speaking to you, but I was not. So if anyone out here, if she's watching or whatever, I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna put up with that bullshit. Like, I ain't putting up with that bullshit. All right, see you guys later.